Yo, what's going on, Dokkan Tubers? It's your boy Niles here, and thanks once again for tuning in to today's channel. And in today's episode, we will be taking the Technique Gotenks against the physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks as well. Now, you might be asking, yo, where's the summon videos at? And more or less, the video failed, guys. I ended up dropping about 600 to 700 stones on that banner, and I was unfortunate enough to not pull Super Saiyan 3 physical Gotenks, but I did pull an ass load of Super Saiyan Blue Vegetos, which I've never been able to get a duplicate for. So that just goes to show you guys, if you don't pull something in a banner, you might pull it later, and that's always seems to be the case for me if I do not go into the banner straight away. But I do apologize for that, but that really doesn't mean I'm going to be giving up. As if you guys do recall, the God banner did come around this time, I believe, last year for Japan, where all the God leads were in that banner, despite the fact that they did have a 2 to 3% chance of being pulled. I did pull a plethora of them. I had around 400 to 500 tickets. So yeah, to show you my spending habits in this game, but I'm not really too worried that I'm not going to be able to pull him. I might be trying a little bit later on my own. If not, I might be doing a collaboration summon. But being the fact that the 120% leads are near its end, I might wait for that God banner and see what I'm able to pull. But this is going to be more of a revenge battle. Now you might be asking yourself, yo, where is Super Saiyan 3 Goku as the lead? And I just wanted to show you that 70% leads are still doable against the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. He is hard, kinda, not really. It's more or less that there's nothing new to this battle. I was expecting more of variety, kind of like Super 17 brought into play and whatnot, but this is more of just a copy and paste, even though the fact that the Super Saiyan 3 physical Gotenks is probably a top 3 hard hitter. As of now, if you guys do check out Dokkan Reddit, that's what they came to the conclusion. More or less, I just wanted to show you that the Super Saiyan 3 Technique Gotenks is still no slouch and can run him as a 70% lead. So without further ado, let's hop into this battle, guys. And if you are new to this channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button if you've not done so already. And if you like this type of material, definitely give it a like. I would greatly appreciate that. So as you can see, we do not have a lot of ki on this field, but that's not really going to stop me from going for it. So hopefully I do not get any ki for Gotenks, because as I'm sure you guys are aware, the Technique Gotenks does have a little bit of a key management problem where you really want to get them in that 11 key sweet spot, as opposed to the new Gotenks. Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe every super attack is going to be immense, guys. So it really doesn't really matter. I still think the 11 key, and actually even the 12 key at this point, is pretty strong for him. But being the fact that I don't have him, really haven't looked too much into it. But, you know, what are you going to do? So right off the bat, we are going to hop into Goten and Trunks right here. And I was actually expecting these two to get a Dokkan, but it probably will be a little bit later on. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and attack, get the first 11 key, super attack off, and take out Goten right off the bat. And then we shouldn't really have too much of a problem. We're going to get 2 rainbow orbs right here, so we'll go ahead and try to take out the Trunks. And we might as well just try to get the super attack off of Vegeta. Now it's going to be noted on this deck currently that the only person that is not max super attack at the moment is going to be the Vegito. He's clearly here for support. He really doesn't hit that hard, but I do have intentions on maxing him out, being the fact that I don't have Tien. This is still an ideal card to have. As you can see, I'm still getting a crazy attack boost, despite the fact that this is a 70% lead and not 120% lead. And we were still able to take him out with a 2.4 million critical. Now, what you could imagine what that would have been with 120% lead. So we are going to hop right on to the physical counterpart of the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. This is going to be a little bit harder, being the fact that we don't have that 120% defensive buff. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is pop in the Whis right off the bat and just make sure I'm not going to get super attacked, because this could go either way. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, yeah, let's just do this. We'll seal him right off the bat. Now, it is going to be noted that I'm going to actually be replacing this Super Saiyan Trunks, Future Trunks, for the Super Saiyan 3 Adult Gotenks. When it does come out, it does have 130% key multiplier, as opposed to this 140%. But we are going to get Fierce Battle over in a flash, Super Saiyan 3 Link, and still we're going to get 100% up. Now, I do have intentions on maxing out that card with Elder Kais if I'm not able to pull duplicates, so stick around. I'm going to put him in that 6-turn rotation, or the 6-turn spot, and we're going to do a hell of a lot of damage with that card. I can definitely let you know. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go ahead and do this. We're unfortunately going to get that 8 key, that 9 key off right here. He's going to super attack us, so this is going to do a little bit of damage, but thankfully we popped in that Whis, because I did foresee this actually happening. So he's going to be sealed for next turn rotation, so we're going to be quite on point with this. 100,000 damage, so as you can see, we're not dealing too much damage. But my Gotenks is in the field right here, so let's see what you can do, being max super attack, but it's not going to be 11 key. Can you land a critical? We did land a critical, no additional. He's still able to do a considerable amount of tanking, but, you know, we have Whis in play. So being the fact that we do have Whis in a play right here, let's see what we can do. You know what? Let's do this. Yeah, let's actually do this. And let's see if we get 11 key off. I don't really foresee me having to use Gotenks right now, but if we do, he is going to be there just for insurance purposes only. And good job, Goku. Look at that key. Wow, look at that attack. Even still with 70%, this is pretty crazy. We're still reaching the millions. And he's off. So now this is the really hard part. Now, I don't care if you have a 120% lead or what you're running. He has a crazy buff. Probably Gotenks has one of the biggest buffs in the game right now in terms of damage. Even the technique version, if you still go against him, it's almost nearly impossible to take him out unless you have the LR Piccolo, which does, as I'm sure you know, a lot more damage than him. So right off the bat, yeah, we're going to get hit hard really bad. We're going to go ahead and pop this Senzu Bean off. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is pop the last Whis as well. Just to be sure, guys, I'm going to save my Ghost Usher for last. And let's go ahead and do this and save these rainbows. And I'm still going to, you know what, I might as well get a super attack off with Vegito just to be sure. Hopefully he doesn't super attack us, because this is still hitting us pretty considerably hard. Wow, you know, you really don't look at it, but we only have 180,000 health as opposed to around 300,000, which I'm normally used to. And wow, yeah, this is definitely going to be a little bit harder, that's for sure. But we did seal, so that's pretty good. So hopefully this actually does go to the agility and not the strength version, even though I wouldn't mind the strength, it is weaker. But hopefully, you know, I just wanted to show you a type advantage with this Gotenks. So we have double Gotenks lead. We're going to have mine right here. We'll actually go ahead and, you know what, we'll take the Ghost Usher for this turn, because I'm really not trying to pop another Senzu Bean. Even though he is sealed, I don't want to take too much damage, to be honest with you guys. And we should actually be able to get one more 11 key. Are we going to be able to get 11 key off? No, we are not. But let's see what type of damage we are going to do anyway, despite the fact that he does have this buff. Really not too high, being the fact that we don't have Vegito into play. But we still should be able to beat him. Not bad. Hopefully we can stun for next turn with this Goku as well. I do have an additional attack, so we do have double the chance if it does come to play. And I really didn't see it just yet. Not bad. Both criticals on that part. We're going to hop onto the agility version. So luckily we do have my Gotenks into turn rotation that should be able to in play. So let's go ahead and do this and get this out of the way. You know what? We'll leave this here for now. We don't need a Genki Dama. We're not trying to get too big of attack with you right now. And Trunks, you can pretty much do your thing right here. We're going to leave those rainbow orbs for my Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I really don't foresee us being too much of a problem right here. Really don't think so. Being the fact that Bardock is going to be able to seal him. But, you know, let me know in the comment section below if you were lucky enough to pull Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Like I said, 700 Dragon Stones is a lot, so it kind of stood there blank-faced after not pulling him. But if you were lucky enough to pull him, I am interested, and let me know the type of damage output he is outputting for you guys, because I am very curious. Let's see right here. Alright, Trunks, my man. Let's see what we can do, guys. Don't really foresee us being attacked too much, but we're going to go ahead and pop a Senzu just to be sure. You might as well. We are going to get that 11 key off, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see what we can actually do here. I'm going to go ahead and split this up, to be honest with you, despite the fact that we do get a nice attack boost off with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but I really want to get that 11 key super attack off just to show you the damage output. But I really wouldn't be surprised if this Goku does go ham, because we do have Vegito into play, so it is still going to be a hard-hitting attack, especially if we do land a critical. Yeah, we landed a critical, and he is actually stunned. So it looks like I'm going to be able to end it off with my Gotenks, and let's see that max super attack, my man. Woo! Not as high as 120% lead, but what you're going to do, I'm going to show you that you can do this with 70% leads, and it is quite obvious that I do have these max cards, but it makes it a little bit easier. But that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Definitely stick around because I am probably actually going to be maxing out the agility Dab Gotenks into the Super Saiyan Gotenks, and I want to show you what his nuking capabilities is like, because as I'm sure you guys remember, the technique cell does have a 12% up, and he hits like an absolute monster. Now when that actual extreme technique type does come out, you guys probably will use him if you guys don't have the optimal meta. But also, I just wanted to show you the strength Gotenks eventually too. I do have means of maxing out a super attack, even though he's really not quite practical. I do have about 30 Elder Kai sticking around, so I am going to put them into those cards for you guys to broadcast these videos for you. Really not so much for my own sake, but just to show you guys if you were lucky enough to pull those cards. But my name is Niles. Thanks so much once again for tuning in to today's channel. I really did hope you appreciate this video today. But if you did, let me know in the comment section below. Until then, you stay safe, have a wonderful weekend. Until then, peace out.